Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're going to begin our series dealing with different aspects of the Arabic language. Today we're only going to discuss with you the different types of kalimat or words in the Arabic language. And as usual, you know that as these videos go on, we will get more detailed. But we don't want to move too far, too fast. So, as we said today, we're going to talk about the different types of kalimat, or the different types of words in the Arabic language. And we understand that there are three different types of words in the Arabic language. You have the ism, you have the fi'l, and you have the harf. Now repeat after me. We have the ism, or you can say ismun, fi'lun, and harfun. Now, we're going to get into detail about all three of these different types, but today we're just going to discuss what these things are. Now, the first of these is the ism. And an ism is a noun. Just like we have in English, it's a noun. But what we want to do today is we want to make it clear exactly what it is we're talking about when we say an ism. And we understand that an ism, or the noun, when we're talking about the Arabic language, they say that it is كلمة دلت على معنى في نفسها ولم تقترن بالزمان. كلمة means a word, as we already have previously spoken about. دلت على معنى في نفسها means that it in itself, it has its own meaning. It's a word that has a meaning. It means something. ولم تقترن, and it is not tied in with. It has no alaq, or it has no connection بالزمان, with time. It's not tied into a time period. And an example of this is like the word rajul. The word rajul, it has a meaning. It's talking about a man. It points to the meaning of the concept of a man. So you see, it has a meaning. When you say it, it means something to you. You can picture it in your head. But it is not tied with a time period. Just like the word sayara. You see it on the screen here. Sayara, it means a car. It again is something that you can picture in your mind. And it is not tied in with any particular time period. We have the word thalaja, or refrigerator. Or even the word bait, house. These are words, these are all words that are tied into a meaning in itself, but it is not connected to a time period. And this is what we refer to simply as an ism, or a noun. And then we have fi'lun, or the verb. And this is كلمة دالت على معنى في نفسها واقترنت بأحد أزمنة الثلاثة التي هي الماضي والحال والمستقبل. This fi'l, or this verb, it is a word that points to a meaning in itself. It in itself has a meaning. But unlike the ism, it is tied into a time. Like either it's going to be tied into al-madi, or the past, or al-hal, or the present time, or al-mustaqbal, which is the future. And some examples of these verbs are kataba, to write, or jalasa, to sit. And you see these words up on the screen. This word kataba, it has a meaning. Like we said, it means to write. But it's talking about in the past. Kataba means he wrote. As well as we have words like yaktubu, which is the present tense way to say he writes or he's writing. It means that he's doing it now. Then you have words like uktub, which means that it is something that you're requesting that is going to be done. It's something that you want to be done, whether it be in the future or the near future. So you see that all of these words are tied into a time period, just like the word jalasa. Jalasa, you have yajlisu. Jalasa is for the past tense. Yajlisu is for the what? For the present tense. And ijlis is something that you're requesting that's done in the future, whether it's the near future or the far future. And then you have al-harf. This is the third type of kalima in the Arabic language. And this is kalimatun dallat ala ma'na fi ghayriha. It is a word that points to a meaning, but only when it's tied into something else. It's tied into another word or tied into another phrase or something along these sorts. Basically meaning that the meaning is going to change depending on how it's used in the sentence. And these are those words, those other prepositions, or those words like min, wa ila, wa ala, wa fi. These are the words that you hear that people use in the Arabic language. They're prepositions like min generally is meaning from. Wa ala means on. Wa fi means in, and so forth. But I don't want to get too far into that just now. But at times you'll see that these words, the meanings of these words will change depending on how they're used in the sentence. And like we said, the whole purpose of this particular video was to discuss the three types of speech. And we have ismun, wa fi'lun, wa harfun. And inshallah ta'ala, we'll have separate videos on each of these different types to give you more of an understanding. But now at least we understand what are these three types. Jazakumullahu khair. Inshallah, don't forget to click on the button to subscribe to our channel so that you can receive all of the future updates. Jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.